What if the world was not a sphere? The Earth is a sphere because it is the most stable shape for a planet. A sphere has the least surface area to volume ratio, which means that it takes the least amount of material to create a sphere. This is important for planets because it means that they can retain their atmosphere and water. There are other shapes that a planet could be, but they would not be as stable as a sphere. For example, a cube would have a much larger surface area, which would make it more difficult for the planet to retain its atmosphere and water. A cylinder would also be less stable than a sphere, because it would be more likely to wobble on its axis. The shape of the Earth has a big impact on life on Earth. For example, the Earth's gravity is what keeps us from floating off into space. If the Earth were a different shape, the gravity would be different, and life would be very different. Life on a different shaped planet would be very different from life on Earth. For example, if the Earth were a cube, the days would be much shorter, because the sun would only be able to shine on one side of the planet at a time. The seasons would also be different, because the sun would be closer to one side of the planet during some parts of the year and further away during others. So, what if the world was not a sphere? It's an interesting thought experiment. But what do you think? Here is something to think about.